Hey yo, what up? It's me, it's Steve here, back at it again with a new video. Thank you all for watching this video, tuning in back into the channel. If you're new here, hit that sub button down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up and share this video throughout your entire social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, to name a few, wherever you watch videos, period, okay? Follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven, where I tweet throughout most of these shows, Raw, SmackDown Live, NXT pay-per-views as well. At the title below said, this will be my WWE Monday Night Raw review recap for January the 8th, 2018. Raw took place tonight from Memphis, Tennessee. And I gotta say this overall, was Raw a great show this week? Not necessarily. Was it an improvement from last week? Yes. Did this show make me look forward to watching the Royal Rumble in a couple of weeks? Yes. Did this show make me look forward to watching the Raw 25th anniversary show in a couple of weeks? Yes, it did. But again, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments of this video. With your take, did you enjoy Raw or not? Let me know down below. If not, on Twitter at HeelSteven. So the show kicked off with Roman Reigns talking about his match with Samoa Joe, how he did all this for Dean Ambrose, his brother. And you mess with his brother, you mess with all of them, if you will. You mess with one, you mess with all of them, right? And out came Jason Jordan. And Jason Jordan, right? I'm gonna say this right now. Imagine that one friend that will say the most awkward thing at the awkward time. That's pretty much what Jason Jordan is here. And he talked about how with his match with Samoa Joe, how Roman gave Jason Jordan goosebumps, right? And how he was inspired, all that. And how Roman Reigns proved that this is indeed his yard. He is the big dog. And how if you mess with one, you mess with all of us. And Jason Jordan assumed that he meant himself as well. That wasn't the case at all. Seth Rollins comes out and he pretty much says that Jason Jordan is taking away, you know, Roman's moment, if you will. But then Jason Jordan goes on to say, oh, but it's all our moments. We're all champions here. We could take on anybody. We're the best three-man group right now and shit like that. Which caused the Balor Club to come out. And they called Jason Jordan a nerd. How they've been around for more than 10 years as a group. Longer than Jason Jordan even knew his father was Kurt Angle. Jason Jordan goes on to slap Luke Gallows. There's a brawl, what have you. Kurt Angle comes out to announce the main event. The club, or the Balor Club, versus the Champions Club, which was, again, to find out the main event, playa. You then find out the first match of the night is a tag team match between the women, Sasha Banks and Bayley versus Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. I thought this match, for what it was, I thought it was a good way to showcase the offense maneuvers here of Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. They didn't win the match. Sasha Banks made Mandy Rose tap out of the bank statement, but nonetheless, a good showing here by Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose. Paige was at ringside. There was speculation that she might not even be at the show, but hey, she was at ringside, and Mickie James was at ringside for Sasha Banks and Bayley. Again, giving momentum, hyping up, or building up to that Rumble match, the women's Rumble match coming up in a couple of weeks as well. So we'll see what that goes going forward. We get the in-ring debut of Woken Matt Hardy against Curtis Axel. Matt Hardy comes out to a meh theme song, not the same theme song that he came out to at MSG a couple weeks ago, but for what it was a corny theme song in my honest opinion, with a corny Titantron. They still have the same Hardy Boy Titantron, if you will. I'm pretty sure they're working on a new Titantron for him, but again, the theme song is meh. If you, that's just my honest opinion. Matt got the win over Curtis Axel. Then he started laughing, talking his woken talk, what have you. And from behind was Bray Wyatt. And there's a stare down, awkwardly, if you ask me, and laugh, what have you. Again, I don't care for Woken Matt versus Bray Wyatt. I just don't care at all. And for what it looks like, they'll probably have a match at the Rumble, or if not, the anniversary show. Maybe the pre-show, I don't even know. But honest to God, I just don't care at all for this shitty feud. That's just my honest opinion. Take it for what it's worth. Okay, we then had the return of the Miz TV. Elias introduced the Miztourage, and this whole thing, which was funny, right? You had Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas bribing the Miz, giving him gifts, what have you, right? At one moment, Curtis Axel gave away his sport coat and offered to give away his shoes, right? They were arguing among Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas, and Miz pretty much silenced both of them, had them both sit down like children, if you will, right? Like when they committed a bad thing, they go to timeout, if you will. And he's pretty much talked about how he wants revenge against Roman Reigns for what the Shield did a couple months ago when they took out the Miz so the Miz can go film his movie. And we find out later on in the night that at Raw 25th, Raw 25 or Raw 25th anniversary, whatever the fuck you want to call it, right? It's Roman Reigns versus The Miz for the Intercontinental title. Now, I don't see Miz getting the W. I don't see it happening, but it's a big match. The question is, do you have this match take place at Barclays Center or at the Manhattan Center? What do you all want to see? Now, do you guys want to see the entire small crowd in New York, small building at the Manhattan Center, boo the fuck out of Roman? You'll do it there, or if not, the Barclays Center. But either way, Roman's getting booed, okay? Either way, but I just don't see The Miz getting the win. I just don't think The Miz, at this point of his career, needs the Intercontinental title. I don't think he needs it. But we'll get into that later on in this review as well. We then had the Cruiserweight Championship match between Cedric Alexander versus Enzo Amore. This match before it took place, Goldust was backstage in the locker room with Cedric Alexander doing a whole rendition of Mikey from the Rocky movie, which was funny, but the match for what it was a short match because it ended in a countout because Enzo Amore apparently injured his leg when Cedric did like a dive to the outside, and I guess when Enzo went to catch him, one of his legs buckled on him, so he was bleeding from the eye from one of the kicks that he took, like a massive blood coming out, right? And they had to have this match end in a countout. So Cedric won, but he didn't win the championship. And I thought when this whole thing happened, I thought he was faking it. I thought Enzo was faking the whole thing, right? I thought by some miracle he'll get back up and celebrate, but no, he looked like he was legit hurt. And honest to God, listen, I don't like Enzo Amore. I'm not the biggest Enzo fan, like I've said before, but I hope that he's not really, really hurt seriously. Hopefully makes a speedy recovery. With that being said, maybe now at the Royal Rumble, you do the rematch. And you could do the whole thing where Enzo gets countered out or what have you. He loses the belt as well. Hopefully this match is not on the pre-show, but again, it's WWE for you, right? We'll see where that goes as well. We then had a tag team match between The Bar versus Titus O'Neil and Apollo Crews. This match was played because apparently backstage, right, The Bar was in Kurt's office and they demanded their tag team title match, rematch, what have you. And Kurt Angle was like, you'll get that match at the Royal Rumble. But tonight, you guys want a match? I'll give you a match. Just go to the ring, you'll meet your opponents. When I saw this, I thought, okay, maybe the Revival will come out. No, it was Titus O'Neil and Apollo Crews. It was Titus O'Neil and Apollo Crews with Dana Brooke. It is what it is. And when this match was taking place, I was playing FIFA 18, right? And I thought, okay, the Bar will get the win, easily done. And no, Apollo Crews and Titus O'Neil pulled the upset win. They pulled the upset win over the Bar. Now people are saying, hey, now maybe Titus O'Neil and Apollo Crews, they're in the mix, they're in that picture for the tag titles. I mean, you could do that. Throw the monkey wrench in there at the Royal Rumble, right? Make it a three-way, you know? But we'll see where that goes as well. But guys, give me your thoughts down below. Do you want to see a triple threat match for the tag titles at the Royal Rumble with, you know, Rollins and Jason Jordan versus Apollo Crews and Titus O'Neil and the Bar? Let me know down below. Let me know. We then had the segment with Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman cut a promo talking about how at the Rumble, it's pretty much the Beast and Brock, the Monster and Braun, and the Machine and Kane, and how the odds are always stacked against Brock. But when it's all said and done, Brock will find a way to get the win. And because Brock is the baddest man, the baddest fighter on the planet, and as Brock is leaving, right, Kane attacks. As Brock is leaving, Kane attacks Brock Lesnar. They go to the backstage area, and Braun is there as well. And Braun just attacks Kane. He throws Brock like a rag doll as well. And then Braun opens up one of the cargo boxes, and there's a crane, and he tosses the crane up to the Titantron area. And mind you, Kane and Brock are just lying there, right? Hopeless, if you will. Just helpless, if you will. And Braun just brings down the Tron with the rope, and it lands on both Kane and Brock Lesnar. I thought this was the best thing on the entire show from a segment perspective. What this does, it reminds people that, hey, Braun Strowman is also in this match. Not just Kane and Brock. Not like they try to tell you guys with that brawl from last week. And I'll be honest, I think when it's all said and done, Brock will get the win at the Rumble. But I think he'll pin Kane. I think in a way you protect Braun Strowman, maybe have Triple H come out and cost Braun the match and, you know, set up their match for WrestleMania. But we'll see where that goes. We then get Samoa Joe versus Rhino in a match where Samoa Joe he choked out Rhino. And then Charlie Caruso gets in the ring and interviews Samoa Joe, talking about the match with Roman Reigns and how Samoa Joe felt that he won, even though, yes, Roman struggled to get the win, but it was all said and done. Samoa Joe is more of the aggressor in that match, and how now he will put that on hold to focus on bigger things by entering the Royal Rumble match coming up. And Charlie Caruso goes on to ask how I think he will do with the likes of a John Cena, Randy Orton, Shinsuke Nakamura. And when she mentioned Cena, I guess he got happy because he will make sure that he'll be the one to eliminate John Cena. Now, keep this in mind, okay? From what it looks like, we're planting the seeds for Samoa Joe versus John Cena, which I'm all for. You can do this thing where Samoa Joe gets eliminated by John Cena, and Joe comes back and he cost John Cena the match. Something similar to what happened back at Rumble 05, where Kurt Angle got eliminated by Shawn Michaels, and then Kurt Angle comes back out to pretty much screw Shawn Michaels off that match. Something like that you can do. But if that's the way they want to do things at WrestleMania, Samoa Joe and John Cena, I'm all in. Okay? Now, there's talk with The Undertaker, but we'll see where that goes as well. Okay? But I'm hoping they do that match at WrestleMania between Samoa Joe and John Cena. We then had Asuka going against a jobber, but before the match took place, Nia Jax came out and attacked Asuka because apparently, per Alexa Bliss, Asuka said something about Enzo Amore, and she whispered in Nia Jax's ear. Now, pretty much, again, this is all middle school, high school bullshit, right? With this, and we also find out that Nia Jax entering the Women's Rumble match. So, again, it's kind of weird because you think about it too. Asuka has a win over Alexa Bliss, and why is she in the Rumble matches besides is beyond me. But again, it is what it is with WWE at this point in juncture. With that being said, we get the main event. We get the Balor Club versus the Champions Club. This match was okay for what it was. One of the big things here was that Jason Jordan made a mistake. So Seth was going to go for the blind tag, right, to Roman Reigns. And Jason Jordan gets in the ring all mad. And as he's distracting the referee, Rollins makes the tag to Roman, but the ref doesn't see it. And Roman's to Jason Jordan, what the hell are you doing? And all this made the Balor Club get the win as Finn Balor hit the coup de grace on Seth Rollins. And was all said and done. The whole thing was about to end. The Miztourage comes out and they attack Rollins and Jason Jordan, and they leave Roman. They leave Roman in the ring, and all three men, Miz, Curtis Axel, and Bo Dallas, they go on to attack Roman Reigns. They do the three-man powerbomb, just like the Shield did to the Miz 2 months ago. All this again, hyping up or building up to that Raw 25th anniversary show match for the Intercontinental title between The Miz and Roman Reigns. I said it before early in this review. The Miz, in my opinion, doesn't need that championship. He doesn't need it. That being said, there's talks of who will win the Rumble match. Now, I did a stream yesterday on my channel playing FIFA 18, and one of the comments that I got was, maybe The Miz should win the Royal Rumble. Now, again, Miz did have a good 2017. He did. No doubt about it. And what better way to start 2018? Maybe have him win the Rumble. He could be that, oh, you didn't see it coming type of thing. But again, nonetheless, Raw this week was an okay show, okay? Not the best show, if you will, not a good show. It was okay, with making me look forward to the Royal Rumble and look forward to watching Raw 25th, the 25th anniversary show, whatever the fuck you want to call it again. And we'll see where things go. Guys, give me thoughts down below in the comment thread of this video if you enjoyed Raw or not. Follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven. Make sure to click on my video, give this video a big old thumbs up, and share this through our entire social media platforms. And as always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, it's me, it's Steve, and it's wrestling and whatever.